Howdy guys, and welcome back to Moto Joshing. So it's actually quite an okay day today. It's like 9-10 degrees or whatever, so which has been a break from, it's been freezing this week, having kind of -2, -3. So out and about on the bike, but gonna go get it cleaned. But I wanted to do a MotoVlog today just about Aberdeen in general, and why I moved here, why I like it, why I miss the place, I guess. So first off, I came here just because of the university. I had the choice of either going to a university in South Wales, which was like a mile from my dad's house, or a couple of miles from my dad's house, or moving away. And I decided that if you're going to kick the arse out of the student experience, then you should indeed kick the arse out of the student experience. So moving away was a must for me. So I decided RG was the way to go. We actually drove up and checked out an open day, and I really enjoyed the city. So yeah, went for that. And it's not a massive city. It was around about 250,000 people. Obviously that's changed with the oil industry downturn, and that's had massive economic issues with the city. But before that, when it was oil rich and going well, then, you know, jobs were good, the city was bustling. It's still a city that's relatively small, I would guess, in comparison to most. It does mean that everything's fairly close knit. You can be a big fish in a fairly small pond and take advantage of that. So I would certainly say that's something I did do, and certainly added to the fun. Put my sun visor down here before I go blind. Yeah, it was a great city. Met really great people. Joined RGU University, Robert Gordon University, and yeah, it was good. I was in halls for the first year. Of course, met my friends for life there, a good bunch of people, and had many adventures and kicked the arse out of the university experience, partying far too much, doing far too little actual university. Really? What a clusterfuck. But yeah, just kicking the arse out of the university life, and many great deals were done with pubs and nightclubs, so that I didn't have to pay for things. Those are my favourite deals. Yeah, had a good time. Got involved with the student association and became union president, student president, for a couple of years there. Had good fun with that too. Learned a lot. Grew up quite a lot too. Yeah, then obviously managed to get a job eventually after doing door work for a while, in the kind of pubs and clubs, night scene and things, and managed to get into oil and gas, finally into IT, and was working for a pretty world-known, respectable oil company. And yeah, and then obviously the oil and gas downturn screwed everything up, and you know, a lot of people got made redundant, and now the city is on a massive decline. It's one of the reasons why I'm leaving. The cost of living is massive as well, because obviously oil and gas was very well paid. The house prices are still ridiculous, and even with the economic downturn in oil and gas and numbers of people out of work and things, house prices are still ridiculous. So it's almost impossible to get on the housing market here unless you're in you know, 40 grand plus, and even then you'd probably still be struggling for a good while. So yeah, definitely, but a great city, great vibe. You know, it's a bustling student city in general, even with a downtown. You know, yeah, it just had a good feeling around it. Obviously, lots of castles, lots of history, things to do as well, which was fun and added to its charm. Don't get me wrong, infrastructure and roads are terrible, and the weather's quite shite. But it was still a nice city and good people, and I'll miss Aberdeen for sure. And I'm sure I'll pop back up to visit people and things. But I know how much of a pain it was to try and get to Cardiff from here, so I imagine I'll have the same problems. But yeah, it definitely made lots of friends that I will stay in contact with, and many good times were had. Should you come to Aberdeen? Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, by all means, I would certainly come here for uni. The university's a race. Would you want to actually emigrate here to move here to live? If you got lots of money, yeah, sure, by all means. But you know, there are still some skilled jobs in oil and gas available, but I would say it's a bit of a rocky atmosphere for now. But as far as the actual everything else goes, it's actually a great place to be. And I've thoroughly enjoyed my 14 years here. It was definitely been an eye-opener, so I don't think I'd change it for the world. Anyway, probably rabbited on enough. It's a beautiful place to be, countryside is this. By all means, come visit. By all means, come here to live if you've got lots of pennies. Other than that, I'm just going to say goodbye to Aberdeen. By the time this vlog comes out, I will have moved and I'll be back in South Wales, and you will no doubt be seeing Welsh vlogs very shortly. Not in Welsh, of course, but me in Wales. Anyway guys, catch you in the next one. Ta-ta, bye-bye.